Hi, I'm Frances Callier.
And I'm Angela V. Shelton.
We are Frangela, and welcome to
Idiot of the Week.
Week.
That's right. We're going to mock the stupid because we can.
We
That is what we do.
can.
It's our vocation, it's our hobby, it's our
Yes.
mission. And thank you for being on this wall. Thank you for being on this wall fighting the stupid with us.
Okay, this is from Gina the Goddess. Florida
I
man.
hear a harp. Do you hear a
And I
when you
know.
say Gina the Goddess? I'm gonna have to try to get that
Yes,
sound
I
effect for
saw
you, Gina.
Grecian too.
Yes, that's
Yes,
exactly where I was
yes.
going with that.
Of
Okay.
course.
This is
Florida.
upsetting.
This is
I'm sorry.
very upsetting. And this is very upsetting. Florida man dies from choking on live cockroaches in sick eating contest. So he signed up for it. Okay.
Let,
Edward
here's
Archbold,
Edward.
which, come on,
Edward, you don't. Edward Archbold, 32.
32.
He died from asphyxiation after consuming dozens of live cockroaches in a competitive eating event at a Florida reptile store.
Okay. What was that movie? And then it became a TV show where they were feeding everybody in the back on a train.
Oh,
Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer. I love the movie. Didn't really watch the show,
I didn't watch the show,
but the
but
movie was
the movie's
awesome.
great.
The movie
Okay.
was awesome.
Okay. And I don't think that we are, blowing anything because it's years old.
Oh my
But
gosh, so many years old.
okay. So I feel like I can say that there's a train that is going around the world. It's the last people on earth, right?
Right? And it's
And
just too cold and too,
frozen.
everything's frozen in the world. So they just keep the train going and they power the train through a complex systems throughout the ship, throughout the train. But they need a child, like a 5 year old, is it?
Mm-hmm.
5, 6 year old that they have to put in the engine to like
Yeah.
do something
Right.
like a
To make it
part
roll.
because they forgot they don't have a part anymore.
Right.
So
It's
they're always taking them.
incredibly unethical.
It's completely, they're taking them from the poor section. The poor
Right.
people are way at the back.
Right. So the train is set up like it really is set up in a class system,
Hmm.
right? And at the very back in steerage are the poorest of the poor
Hmm.
people. And so people in the front, the rich people in the front, they eating things like lobster and
Yes.
things like that. But the people in the back, what do they feed them?
Bugs.
Cockroaches,
Bugs that they grind up
bugs.
and make into these gelatinous like rectangles. And I
Yes.
forget what they call them.
Yeah.
They have a
But
name for them,
but they're
but
like protein bars or
yeah.
something,
Yeah, and it's roaches.
but it's
But
bugs.
notice that your example of this is a dystopian
That's right.
hellscape future,
That's right.
not just an afternoon in Florida.
Like, you know what, Angela? I go, what is going on in your life?
Okay, we're gonna have to get into it, okay, because that's exactly right. So this man, he was, you know, eating the cockroaches as a part of this competition. I guess the grand prize was a python,
Yeah,
which look forward to seeing that in the next, in a very soon upcoming idiot story, I have no doubt.
totally.
So the guy had a girlfriend, which I don't know how these things happen because I know people who really want people in that really want love in their life,
Hmm.
and they don't eat cockroaches.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Why can't they?
Okay.
So
His girlfriend, her name was Natasha Prophet. She disclosed he had previously eaten insects and planned to give the female python to a friend. You know what? And that's what's really sad. It's like he was eating bugs, not for himself.
no, it was for him. He was doing it, and get ready for this, for the glory. He was doing it for the. I can't. I don't run in these circles. I don't know how this works as social currency that I ate the most, but in his world, he's in it for. He wasn't in it for the python, right? That he can
Yeah,
give away. He was
right.
in it for the glory.
That's
So
right.
apparently, he just started vomiting and passed out almost immediately after having all these roaches in his mouth. It was during the final round. There were all the cockroaches, they said each individually spanned 3 to 4 inches in length.
Oh my God. Number one, you shouldn't be swallowing whole
Anything that big, right?
anything that big. And you should have been chewing it, right? Just like any food. Anything you're putting inside the system is supposed to be masticated. Okay.
It's gonna take me a while to recover from
I'm sorry.
you saying that.
I'm sorry.
But
that's true. And here's my other part. Sarah Bernard, an etymology student at the University of Florida who witnessed the contest, told Daytona Beach News Journal that the competition consisted of multiple rounds featuring various insects. So he's already got a stomach full of grasshopper, ants, spiders. Probably.
You know it's messed up.
You know it. And you know what, Angela? Of course, I got triggered. Oh, my phone's ringing. I got triggered back to our bug infested, roach infested experience on NBC.
Yes.
And
they took our passports. There's excuses. Okay, there are reasons. Okay, we weren't eating at all.
Here's the thing. I didn't, we had no idea what was going to happen when we got there. And I really did feel like they came out of a trick bag on us.
Oh, they absolutely
the first night
did. They absolutely did.
That was the first thing was you were supposed to duck your head into like a vat of water and then released cockroaches out on your face.
Oh,
remember that?
It was spiders, cockroaches, venomous things that were poisonous. Also.
Frogs.
Yes, all of them being let out. And you were laying on a board, dunked backwards into a tank. I'm not kidding. And they were going to drop this stuff on your forehead. Now, they pulled me aside because I have a significant allergy problem.
Right.
And so, and I'm allergic to mosquito bites, whatever. So they were, and we don't know how I would react to those other things. And there's no EpiPens there. But this is my problem here, Frances. I got a couple of problems. One, slight small issue, but it does need to be said. Daytona Beach News Journal is too many words. Okay.
But they want to be taken. No. Daytona Beach News Journal wants to be considered serious journalism.
No. News journal compilation pack. No, it's just
East, West, North,
or
of
journal.
The West.
It needs to
Daytona.
Stop. Okay, that's my first problem. Second one is, why was Sarah Bernard? You study bugs. Why are you there participating in their slaughter?
Because I'm going to tell you, everybody in the bug community was there that night. Okay. This is like comedians. This is the place to be. Mm-hmm. If you into bugs, if you into snakes and rats and all that kind of emo stuff, that's just where you hang out.
I can't remember the name of this. I'm looking for the name of the place, but it's basically, it's a reptile store, like I said. And so what we said earlier, the owner, Ben Siegel, described Edward as the life of the party.
Not no more.
This is a quote.
I'm sorry.
You know what?
I'm sorry.
Can we wait till the casket has left the room?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I mean, are you gonna do that at the funeral? Like he was the life of the party. Not no more. Not no more.
You know what? My old black lady just slipped out, and I didn't mean it.
Like you gotta rub it in. You gotta rub salt in it.
That's my mama. That's my mama that just came out. Okay, that is Eleanor Anita Callier to a T.
So his life of the party. He said, "We feel terribly awful." He looked like he just wanted to show off and was very nice.
Well, he did show off.
He did show off.
He showed all the way off. I mean, till he cut off. You know, what amazes me, and I let me tell you something. I think about this. I'm meditating on this all the time. I've done this show on this podcast enough to know that people are just inviting their own demise. You know
Idiot
what I
bleak, you
mean?
mean? Yeah.
Yeah. And it's wild to me because that guy walked in with his girlfriend.
Yeah, a life, a job. His boss gets quoted in this and saying that he was liked.
Yes, he was the life of the party, girl. And he wanted to have a good time. He just wanted to, I mean, did nothing in your life require you to go and eat these roaches?
Dozens
Okay.
in the final round. They don't even tell you how many rounds there are, but I know there's at least 3.
Which says
Nobody
to
does 2.
me, it is such a deep, like, karma. And it's karma not only for the person who is participating, but for everybody who participated in it. Because to even think, there are whole religions that before you step, you sweep so that you don't step on an insect unbeknownst to you. You don't kill anything,
Yes,
right?
I eat meat, so I'm not trying to perpetrate like I don't.
understand that too, right? And
But I don't eat it alive.
right. And you don't do it as a contest.
Entertainment, yeah.
And entertainment, right? There are people who eat insects for survival.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways that you could look at this. There's a lot of different sort of, I guess, morality issues. But for me, it's so firmly stupid that this is how you die.
Absolutely.
And I don't like the idea that for the rest of everybody who cared about you's lives, you're the guy who died eating cockroaches.
Yep.
And you's a young man. And basically, so Lou Manza, he's a psychology professor at a Lebanon Valley College, suggested that individuals who participate in extreme events like bug eating are looking for things to make life interesting. This Lou Manza went on to say, at a certain level, we're all looking for things to break up the monotony. We're striving for something that gives life meaning, something beyond the ordinary. The older you get, you start looking for something else.
Okay, you know what you're supposed to get? An affair. Or a
hobby.
Sports
what
car.
Happened to hobbies?
Or
what
a hobby.
Francis? What happened to a good book and a cup of tea? What happened to traveling? What happened to taking walks, meeting new people? I mean, painting, singing, dancing, line dancing, tap
I'm going to tell you, I believe that we as humanity and as individuals don't believe in ourselves enough. We believe that we have to be really good immediately at something.
Yes, that's a very American thing. That's a very American thing.
It's not worth the doing of it. And, eating, stuffing things down. And that's another thing. When you look at I used to love watching the Food Network. And then it just became about big burly white men eating, stuffing things in their faces and telling me how it tasted.
Yeah.
And
when you put it like that, it doesn't sound like something I'd want to do.
No, you don't. It becomes less about the art of cooking.
Yes.
And more about consumption. And it becomes, and I'm not, and again, this is a guy, he didn't expect this to happen. And I'm so angry.
When we force an unusual amount of anything down our throat.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't have
a dozen
like
bread
this,
rolls.
Dude.
This could, you know what I mean? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Up the chances of having a problem. And what I don't understand is, I feel like this is the second story I've seen in the last few weeks where somebody's choking and nobody's does the thing to help them. Yeah. It doesn't seem like anybody
remember they used to make us practice it when I was a kid. Remember?
Yeah, and just there are people at this event. It's an eating event. Nobody's prepared to deal with somebody choking.
Also, you're absolutely right. And if I were, and I know that they signed, all kinds of contracts.
They all signed NDAs to say that if something happened, or not NDAs, what do you call it? Releases, basically. But they all had signed.
But he should have had a medic right there.
It sort of doesn't make sense to me that, but people sign off on it and they did it, but there's no mention here, and maybe somebody did and they didn't put it in the article. There's no mention of anybody attempting
No.
Heimlich maneuver or anything. Which is weird. I feel like there was a time, like, I'm not saying I would do it right, but I've been trying to do something. I'd be like, hit him on the back. Something, well,
that's
like,
my first thing. If you start coughing, if you cough for more than 3 times in front of me, I will whack you on the back. First I'll ask you.
Everybody
then
does.
I'm gonna whack
you okay?
you.
And you're like, yeah, I'm okay. Just let people know you're okay. And you make the choking sign if you are. But I'm like, nobody. Now we just watch. We just go, oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And remember, you had to put your hands up to let people know you were okay.
Yes.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
Hands off.
I'm okay. But I just don't understand why we just watched Edward.
Yeah. I don't know.
And also, you know what, Ed? What the hell were you doing? Why? People liked you, Edward. They liked you.
You were the life of the party, Edward.
Now, admittedly, it's not a party that I want to go to, it sounds like.
But you were the life of it.
That's what I mean. You have your parties and your people and your job, and your boss even was upset. Like, you called him smart and a good guy. This is the thing. I can't call it a tragedy, although a lot of people, there's something, it's tragic, but I'm like, here's the thing. You chose this. And I don't, things can happen. You could choke when you're not trying to, you know, just eating dinner, right? No, there's no contest involved.
That's right.
But I know that there being a contest and the energy of that is what causes to happen. And I do not understand why nobody tried anything. And yet we're all going to stick to the we liked Edward story.
Exactly.
We hope you're enjoying Idiot of the Week.
Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because it really does help us out. Now, back to some more idiots. Everybody sent this. Mark C.,
Alex W.,
Tara Q.,
Maggie B.,
and Joyce K. And I'm sure a few more.
And others I know. I know others.
And I'm going to say, I feel slightly targeted with some of the recent stories. I'm just going to put that on Front Street.
Do you know about our upcoming All Spider episode? Because it's coming. So, are you feeling targeted? Okay. We get so many spider people on this wall helping us fight the spider cabal. Thank you. All right. Raccoon gets drunk at Virginia ABC store, passes out in bathroom.
You know this is a story for me. You knew it. You knew. And thank you all.
If a raccoon can't get drunk in a Virginia ABC store, then where can he?
Okay, I've got some things to say.
I'm sure you do.
We get done, okay?
I'm sure you do.
A raccoon got a taste for trouble and alcohol after breaking into an ABC store in Ashland, Virginia. Ransacking shelves and then passing out on the bathroom floor, y'all.
Let me explain something to you. First of all, I say this. There's no judgment here. I've been on a bathroom floor. I understand. Okay. I'm not a stranger to that community. No. Okay. That is not what I'm trying to suggest. However, if you have an opportunity, it is worth watching the security, the footage of it, or I saw photos, but I think there is actually like a security camera, because it's hilarious. Like, this raccoon has messed up this store and is wobbling around like, and I swear you think the raccoon is talking to itself. It's like, hey, you singing, whatever, just like.
Well, I want to know deep in my soul, has that raccoon been like casing the joint, watching people go in and being like, I wonder what they are getting that I don't get. You know what I mean? It's not in the garbage.
Right. I want that. Or maybe he's been licking the bottles in the garbage. And was like, you know what? I want a full drink. I'm sick of these dregs at the bottom of the bottle and licking caps. You know what? I have had a rough raccoon week. Me and my raccoon partner are not getting along.
Okay.
I got a family to feed. I'm annoyed. I don't know. But what I know is that Rocky got messed up.
Well,
Okay.
an officer from the Hanover County Animal Protection and Shelter, that's a lot of words, responded to the store Saturday morning for a report of an unusual break in. When Officer Martin arrived, she found shelves ransacked and bottles broken on the ground. The suspect was discovered passed out on the floor of the bathroom and was identified as an intoxicated raccoon.
Yeah, safely captured. Yeah, I mean, it's passed out. It's wasted. I guess it wasn't capture seems like a strong word. You held its hair back while it threw up.
Yes.
Transport the animal to the shelter, and the raccoon was given several hours to sober up before questioning.
They put the raccoon in a drunk tank, y'all.
That's right. That's right. They said that the raccoon had zero signs of injury other than maybe a hangover and poor life choices. I object, to the characterization of this raccoon is making poor choices. They're raccoon choices. Is it a poor choice?
That's right,
If
because
you're a
to me, this
raccoon?
seemed pretty freaking fabulous, okay? For a raccoon, number one, they got it. First of all, we are not dealing with the fact of how did the raccoon get in the store?
This is a really interesting question, Francis, because it says to me that there is a security problem at this liquor store. Okay, I don't know where it begins or ends, but raccoons shouldn't be able to get in there.
No, no, not
When
at
you
all.
closed.
Okay. So, also, all right, here is the time for me to take a little knee, okay?
Oh no.
Because after that story we did, I think we may have done it on Micro Idiots about the woman getting gored by the deer that she had kept in an enclosure in her backyard. And then the woman who lost her license at the restaurant because she was keeping the raccoon
in a pen out bag.
in a pen
She
out
nursed
bag.
it
Back to health. And all these
or
people trying to, and the next story we have coming up
There's another raccoon. Don't
is
worry.
another raccoon story. I'm going to say maybe you cannot take a raccoon into a bar in North Dakota.
Whoa, I'm gobsmacked.
I'm literally about to cry. I'm about to cry a little bit.
What is bringing this change
I'm
of philosophy?
I'm hot in the eyes, y'all.
Why do you feel like you have to give up this
people
I
are
think
so
really
stupid.
firmly held belief?
It's a really firmly held belief. It's because too many people are stupid. And it is because of this next story. I feel like I gotta let it go. I gotta let it go.
I think, Francis, we'll let everybody decide after the next story. But I think you raise a really important point, which is, how long can you ride with this? How long can you ride with the raccoons?
I don't know if I can ride with them, Angela.
Okay,
I just don't. They drunk on floors. And in this next story, here we go. Okay. This is from Sir Donnie the Dumbfinder. Thank you. Cherokee County man, this is Georgia, drives an hour with a raccoon in his coat, gets bitten in face, and then later learns it had rabies.
What's going on with people wanting to capture raccoons all of a sudden?
I don't know.
I feel like
it's like why I was like, I cannot be part of the problem. I cannot be part of this problem.
That's ethical. I know. Because it's okay. So, and then this gets you kicked out of my lifeboat. This kind of stuff, like straight up. The man refused to provide his real name and gave the hospital a fake phone number, delaying contact tracing. Delaying, because they were going to find you. That's what I heard in that. Let me tell you something about St. Street Justice. A lot of people ask, why are there handcuffs on all of the chair handles? And we say for this, because of this kind of reason. The minute you come into St. Street Justice, you get handcuffed to a chair or a wheelchair instantly, because we don't I don't know if people will be shocked or not, but sometimes people don't like our medical plan.
Our
that we have-
methods.
our
Our
method.
methods. Our
And we
medical
have to
methods.
be sure that they understand what their options are and what their options aren't once they've walked into State Street Justice. Okay. And this is why.
This is why. Okay, a Cherokee man attempted to rescue an injured raccoon. This is the problem.
Are you raccoon rescuer? Does your back
Are
say
you
raccoon rescue?
You have to ask
team?
yourself, are you raccoon ready? Okay.
Okay, because I'm going to tell you something. I've never seen on any show or in life an animal control person using a coat to get the animal. Never. Not a coat, not a blanket,
This
not a
is why
towel.
these
No.
people have made me have to give up my belief that there's one place you should be able to take a baby raccoon. Okay. Because of this. All right. So
he attempted to in his words, I don't like them just using rescue like it's absolutely a rescue because he said the man found the raccoon. Help me out with understanding this Francis. Everyone, help me out here. Officials said the man found the raccoon vocalizing in the road.
Vocalizer.
Like
What's the
riffs.
like
What are we? What is going on? Okay. Now, if that's what running trills, what do you call that? Like running, like I just am like, but that's what it says, everybody. It says officials. This is a real journal, paper, whatever. Officials said the man found the raccoon vocalizing in the road and lacking anything to keep the raccoon insulated in. He wrapped it in his coat and held it against his chest for more than an hour while driving to the nature center, despite the center being listed to not accept raccoons.
I love the such to be like, look, we don't take them. Don't bring it here. Okay,
because that's how often it's like they're like
we don't take them.
The front page, no raccoons. Like so, but what about vocalizing said? I have to rescue this.
You know what? Unless it was doing,
was it screaming in distress?
Well, maybe, or it was doing the WB frog. Hello, my darling. Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragtime gal.
And you're like, oh, I'm gonna have a show and charge people ticket money, and like you're, what's his name, Barnum?
P.T. Barnum.
Barnum. Like, and I'm gonna create a circus. But they just says vocalizing, and I really feel like they should say like crying and agony, something that would indicate. Because when people vocalize, I don't immediately think, oh, I better wrap Beyonce up in my coat, hold her to my chest for an hour. That's not my reaction.
Do some Celine. Sing me a Celine Dion song.
Oh, what is
the one we were just talking about?
The Celine Dion song?
Like a few weeks ago, like a week or two ago.
Oh, not the do week. You give me so when I shouldn't speak. Yeah. You want me to
vocalize. You and that raccoon, I'm gonna put y'all together in a group.
Everything I am because you love me.
Hey.
Oh!
I'm gonna wrap you up in a coat.
Oh,
you in a coat.
So I want to know, what was the cue to this? What I need to ask him, and I don't think we don't have his name because he tried to not give his name. So he's holding this raccoon in his coat,
precious,
driving down the road. So he's got one hand on the wheel. This is just doomed all around, right? Driving to a nature center that's not going to take the raccoon.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And the raccoon, this will not surprise you, managed to get his head free.
Yes. And bit the man all on his face and hands, which sounded repeatedly. Yes. The raccoon is just taking bites out of him. Okay.
So he drove home because that's what you do. Right.
Yeah.
He drove home. You don't go to the hospital or animal control. You just drive home. He drove home and then he got some duct tape to use with a blanket. So he somehow got the raccoon in a blanket and then duct tape it into the blanket. Again, we're still rescuing.
Yes.
Now, the minute you start talking about duct tape, I have significant questions about this being a rescue operation.
Oh my God. So then he arrived an hour before the wildlife so he went to the nature center and arriving an hour before its wildlife clinic opened. Okay, children were simultaneously arriving for the day camp at the CNC. Okay,
So children are arriving. We're here for day camp. Yay. And he's got the
rabbit raccoon.
in a blanket duct taped. Okay. And he's bleeding from the
Yes,
face and
he's infected
because he's been bitten all over the place, right?
That's right.
So when the staff sees him, they're like, eh. And after much forceful, they are like, look, they secure the animal and they're like, look, you gotta go, we gotta go to the hospital. And he didn't want to go.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, no, really?
Just bites. And this is quotes, much forceful insistence, much forceful like those three words.
Yes.
It wasn't forceful insistence. It wasn't insistence. It was much forceful insistence. Because this idiot was going to go home.
Because he didn't see, then he was the rescuer. Mm-hmm. And he didn't think he needed any help after being bitten in the face and hands by a wild, vocalizing raccoon. So now this makes me think, was the vocalizing, this is why I'm like, was this animal, because as it turns out, this isn't, I'm not sure we already said it or not. I think we might have. As it turns out, the raccoon then, of course, had to be euthanized.
Yeah.
So they could find out if it had rabies, which it did.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what a rescue is and what a rescue isn't,
right?
For a minute.
Yeah.
If the end result of your rescue is I get executed, I don't call that a rescue.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a kidnapping.
Mm-hmm. Well, also, this is really a tough one because most people, if they saw, say, a hurt mouse or a rat, right? They wouldn't pick it up off the side of the road and take it to a nature center. Most people.
No.
Right.
And we don't know that it doesn't say the animal looked hurt.
Right. Or at all. At all.
You know,
but here's my issue.
But it was standing in the road, singing Celine Dion.
And I don't want to say this because I love the raccoons.
I know you do.
But it is clear that they feel like that's roadkill. That is not an animal that comes to the clinic and gets worked on. That's wildlife. You know what I'm saying?
Because here's the thing. I think we're getting very confused as usual between domesticated,
raised
with people, and wild.
That's
wild
right.
Never comes in the house. Okay, that's it's just a simple rule. That way you don't have to get into, oh, it was a loose one. Just if it's wild. We don't, because now that not only is the raccoon dead, but he's got to go through the rabies thing.
Right.
Shots thing, which is awful. But he also went to the hospital and left and refused to give his name. He gave them, like we said, an incorrect phone number, wrong name. And the only reason they were able to trace and find him and make sure he got whatever treatment he had to get, the shots, is because a family member called the CNC the next day.
Yeah.
And gave his contact because they were like, wait a minute, is that Uncle?
He kind of frothy around the mouth.
What's going on? I just said good evening and he barked at me. Like literally barked. Was like, what is going on with Uncle Joe today?
And here's the thing.
Girl, he got rabies, I think.
That what they say is undetected and not dealt with, humans always die from it. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Yeah, it doesn't resolve itself.
No, it doesn't. It's not a cold. Okay.
Okay.
Also, I just want to remind everybody, rabies, I know, when I was a kid,
oh no,
everybody, you were afraid of rabies because it was 26 shots in the stomach.
Yeah. Is it still like that?
No, it's 3.
Okay. Yeah, but still,
They're
shots in the
painful.
stomach. Yeah.
They're painful, but it's not 26 anymore.
Okay.
You
That's
know.
what, yeah, I have this like worst thing ever.
Yeah. Because that's like quicksand. That's some things I keep up with.
This is my thinking though. That you are far more likely, and now you've been in quicksand though, so but
See,
that wasn't supposed to happen.
I've been up to my chest in
In
quicksand.
quicksand. Yes.
So
But you would not, I don't think you would pick up a wild raccoon.
not never.
I think if you went to somebody's house and they had a pet raccoon that they'd had since they you might be okay with
No,
being in the room and then I don't know if you'd touch it or handle
no.
it.
I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't handle it.
I wouldn't be in the house.
No, no,
I'd be
you
like, you know what,
wouldn't.
you gonna have to we're gonna have to meet at that Starbucks or something.
Yeah, because this is where I have to step away from oh my God, they're adorable as babies. They're cute. They're wild
They,
animals. This next idiot is from Gina the Goddess. Thank you. Man charged with theft over claims he swallowed a $19,000 Fabergé egg. Now, when I first heard it, I went, Fabergé eggs are huge.
yeah.
Okay?
and rough.
Yes. Yeah, I was like,
on the outside.
what?
They're diamond gems that
Yes.
like
Okay. The ingested loot, valued at $19,000, has not been recovered.
so I guess it's a locket, not one of the
locket.
eggs.
Right. It's an egg locket.
Okay.
Right.
But is it as big as I'm thinking?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because
I think it goes around
I was
the
like,
neck.
that is why would you do so? Police were called to the Partridge Jewelers in central Auckland last Friday. That's right, New Zealand. Is this even illegal in New Zealand? I mean, I would guess in New Zealand, if you swallow it, it's yours.
Right.
There's some sort of rule like that.
Right,
if you can swallow it, you can keep it. Am I off? Do I not? Am I making a judgment call that's unfair?
Let us know.
Because they seem that kind of wild and rugged to me, don't they, New Zealand? Like, look, yeah, if you swallow it, then it's yours. I'm trying. I don't know what that was. I almost had it on the first part. Basically the allegedly stolen, is it alleged?
I don't know.
Fabergé egg is set with 60 white diamonds,
Wow.
15 blue sapphires,
Mm-hmm.
and opens to reveal an 18-karat gold miniature octopus. It is the Octopussy egg. As it is named, it was inspired by the 1983 James Bond film of the same name, Octopussy.
Yes.
Which centers on an elaborate Fabergé egg heist.
And guess what? It got heisted. See, it's meta. It's meta. It's very meta.
Apparently, see, and I was like, okay, this is crazy, this is whatever, but it's also New Zealand. But then this last paragraph really changed things for me. He said, according to reports, he has also been charged with allegedly stealing an iPad from the same jewelry store and making away with cat litter and flea control products worth $100 from a private address a day after. This is your crime spree. It starts out really, really high.
Yeah.
Fabergé egg, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lock it. But then we get down to kitty litter and flea control medication. I mean, I'm glad
he cares about his feline.
But if we're stealing Fabergé eggs, do we need to be stealing cat litter? I'm trying to understand what in our economic plan isn't working. You know what I mean? Or does he just have a philosophy against paying for things? Does that?
You know what? That could be it too. Let's review. Okay, we have the Florida man who dies from choking on a live cockroach in a eating contest. Then we had the raccoon.
Or the liquor store that gets drunk at Virginia ABC store and passes out in the bathroom. Where else do you pass out? Like, hello.
Yes. Then we got the Cherokee County man who drives down with a raccoon in his coat, gets bitten in his face, learns it has rabies.
Then we have the man who charged with theft over claims he swallowed a $19,000 Fabergé egg. Okay.
Who's the
I'm
biggest idiot?
For me, it's wrapping up the raccoon in your coat, driving an hour, getting bitten in the face and hands, driving home to continue to keep it wrapped up, and then put it in duct tape, and then try to refuse medical care.
I gotta disagree with you this week. I gotta
What?
go. Yeah, I'm going with the Florida guy who died from choking on eating cockroaches
Okay.
because I'm gonna tell you,
I
he
can
didn't have
see
to be
that.
in that no kind of way. He could
No.
still be with
Yes.
us.
Yes, that's right. You could have driven by the vocalizing raccoon.
That's
Okay.
true. That's true
You
too.
did not. You could have thrown some change,
Yeah.
shown your appreciation if that's what you do, or called the people who know how to. Instead of raccoon standing in the road going, "Woo, through all the no, 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 no."
Noob. Would they pick us up? The noob. But I
Well, are we
vocalize it.
naked? Because the raccoon is technically naked, right?
Well, he's not naked. He's got fur on. He's wearing
But
clothes.
it's an absence of clothes. It's an absence of other fabric.
You know what,
I
Angela?
don't think of it as naked. I'm just trying to understand what would make you go, I need to pick up this raccoon.
Angela, there was a time in this country.
There was a time.
There was a time in this country that if I was in the room with my boyfriend and he was eating, I was eating too. Okay?
Okay.
And but
Not.
not cockroaches.
No. See, this is what happens when we as a community don't set standards.
Okay.
Okay. We need standards.
I'm
You cannot.
Francis.
You can't do that.
I'm
Angela.
Francis.
I'm Angela.
We mad. I'm upset about the raccoons.
I know you are. I know you want to watch that video again now that you.
I'm upset.
That's really cute.
Thank you for listening to
Week.
Wait.